Hi everyone, welcome back to Pages and Screens. My name is Erin and for today's video I'm going to be reviewing The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Now this book has been on my shelf for so long and I was really in the mood for a book with a really good group of characters in it, which I have heard time and time again that this book has great characters and a great squad, which is exactly what I wanted. So I finally picked it up and oh my goodness, it was so worth the read. I flew through this book. I was so gripped by the story and it's such a weird concept. I'm going to try and explain it to you guys, but honestly it's one of those books that you should really go into a little bit ambiguous about and you shouldn't know too much about it. The Raven Boys follows the main character Blue, who lives with a group of psychics, and she, oddly enough, doesn't have any psychic abilities. She can't see spirits, she can't read palms, she can't do all that kind of stuff. However, she does have the ability to enhance psychic powers. So she'll sit with everyone at tarot card readings or crystal ball readings and she'll help them kind of tap into the supernatural world a little easier. Now, the thing about Blue is ever since she was a child, she's been told that if she kisses her true love, he will die. Now this book starts off on St. Mark's Eve, a night in which spirits soon to be dead kind of pass through a churchyard, and Blue is there. Now on this St. Mark's Eve, Blue sees a spirit, which should not happen unless he is one of two things. Either he is Blue's true love or she killed him, or maybe both. As we know, if Blue kisses her true love, he will die, so after Blue sees a spirit that she shouldn't really be seeing, kind of her fate and his become intertwined, and the spirit that she sees is a boy named Gansey. Gansey is the leader of a group called the Raven Boys, who come from a local prep boarding school in the town where Blue lives. And the four Raven Boys are Gansey, Ronan, Noah and Adam. So Gansey is obsessed with finding this dead Welsh king, Glendower, whose body is on a ley line. Yeah. Ley lines are these energy lines that go all across the globe, and essentially they are often associated with supernatural or spiritual happenings. A lot of strange spiritual things occur on the ley lines, as we see in this book, which I can't really go too much into, but essentially Glendower's body rests on one of these ley lines. Whoever finds Glendower and wakes him up is granted a wish. Gansey has been obsessed with finding Glendower and finding the ley line that he rests on for years, and he hasn't had too much success yet, but throughout the course of this book, things begin to happen a little bit and the kind of adventure really gets started. Through the course of this book, Blue kind of teams up with Gansey and the other three Raven Boys to kind of help them on the quest for Glendower. She's a great addition to the team and it's just really, really fun and adventurous. I would highly recommend picking up this book because Maggie Stiefvater writes in such a believable and realistic way. I genuinely believed that there was this like town called Henrietta in America where a dead Welsh king was like resting on a ley line and was going to grant all these people wishes, and I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I would have been so sucked into a book like this. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars and I'm so excited to read the next one. I don't have the Dream Thieves as of yet, so please do not spoil it for me in the comments. That was kind of it for the non-spoilery section of this video. So if you haven't read this book yet, click away now because I'm going to be diving into a full-on discussion about this book. So I'm going to split this review up into characters just because I always think the first books of a series, I like to review them based on characters and my initial thoughts on them, because I really like looking back and seeing how I felt about characters and then comparing it with like the last book of a series and seeing how they developed and things like that. Of course, I'm going to start with Blue. I really like Blue's character. She was a strong, independent female character. She's kind of like most female leads we see in YA books nowadays. We get a lot of female characters that are quite stubborn, gutsy, but also independent and strong, which is nice to see, but I mean, to be honest, she was just kind of a generic character for me. I'm hoping that she has a bit of character development throughout the series and I might start to appreciate her a bit more, but at the moment she's kind of just in the middle for me. I don't love her, I don't hate her. I had a really hard time picturing Blue. I'm really bad for reading descriptions of characters when we get introduced to them, and I know that, like, you know Dorian from the Throne of Glass series? I thought he was blonde until like Queen of Shadows when someone said he had black hair and I was like, wait, hold up. He's not blonde? I was so confused. I'm really, really notorious for not reading character descriptions because I just read a name and like picture it myself. But Blue, I kind of imagined her with like blue hair when I know she hasn't got blue hair. I don't know, I can't picture it at all. Hopefully I'll kind of form a figure in my head of her over the course of this series, but as of yet, I have no idea what she looks like. Yeah, she's just there really at the minute. I have no really sentiment towards her, no emotional attachment as of yet. Honestly, Blue did annoy me at times purely because of how she treated Gansey when she first met him and then for the majority of the book thereafter. I think she judged him way too quickly. I'm going to get into this more in the Gansey section when I discuss his character, but she judged him too quickly. I don't think she gave him a chance really until he started opening up to her a bit more later in the book, and it really annoyed me because like he didn't really do that much wrong. I did not get the whole prostitute bit, you know, like president's cell phone, whatever it was. I was just like, Blue, get over yourself, honestly. Just get a grip. I'm hoping there's more to Blue than meets the eye with the enhancer thing. I'm hoping she has, I don't know, more abilities. I also want to know who Blue's dad is. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, I don't know who her dad's gonna be. I was like, I mean, it could be a spirit or something. Oh, so the next character is Gansey. Oh my god, I love Gansey so much. I did not expect to love him as much as I did, but Gansey was so kind and he was such a good leader. He wasn't like controlling or dominating in any way. He always was looking out for his friends. He never had his own interests at heart. I hate that everyone made him out to be an entitled, conceited, pretentious, arrogant, rich kid in this book, and he wasn't like that at all. I did not get those vibes from Gansey whatsoever, and I don't know what anyone was thinking. Blue, Adam, what are you on, honestly? When he was offering Adam money, it wasn't because he was pitying him. He was just trying to help Adam, and he was trying to get him out of an abusive relationship with his own father. Like, why would you get into an argument with someone for trying to help you get out of an abusive home? I can't understand it. Blue and Gansey, oh my god, they need to be together now. I can't wait any longer. I ship them so bad, and like nothing happened yet. Literally, if I didn't know that Gansey was probably the main love interest for this series, you probably wouldn't put them together. You'd maybe say you'd probably say that Adam was Blue's main love interest, and then Gansey would be like the Jacob Black of the series. He would be the one that comes in for the second book and then is like shooed away and like no one cares about after that. That vision in the tree with Blue and Gansey kissing, oh my god, oh my god, I was freaking out. That I actually cried at that bit because I got really emotional. I get really emotional when ships get together, and two, obviously when characters die in books, and that was like two of those things combined. Because I knew that if Blue kisses Gansey, he's gonna die, and like I don't want Gansey to die, but I want them to be together. I have a feeling that Gansey and Blue will kiss, they'll wake up Glendower, and then Blue or someone is gonna wish for Gansey to come back to life, and then that's how we're gonna get the loophole for the end of the series. I hope that happens, because if Gansey actually does die, I'm going to be a wreck by the end of this series. I can't deal when love interests die. It kills me inside. Oh my god, we need to talk about Gansey's reasonings behind wanting to find Glendower and waking up the ley line. Gansey is really allergic to bees, and one day he was out and he was on the ley line and he got stung by all these bees and he was on the brink of death or like nearly dying. Simultaneously, Noah was being sacrificed by Welk on the ley line. The ley line allowed Gansey to have another chance of life in exchange for Noah's. Oh my god, what the hell? I was so shocked. It was this point in the book where I needed to know how it was going to end, because it was crazy. And it adds so much more meaning to that earlier scene when Ronan sees the bee in Gansey's room and Gansey's just staring at it. And Ronan like freaks out and goes and like gets rid of it or kills it or whatever. I was just so shocked at that reveal. It was insane. Okay, it's controversial opinion time, because like I said, I don't really like Adam. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like Adam, and I'm probably going to eat my words. I'm probably going to love him in the next 3 books. I'll look back at this video and be like, what were you saying? Adam's amazing. He pissed me off. His story pissed me off enough. And then I'm scared of Adam come the end of this book. I am scared of what he's capable of. I have a bad feeling about this kid. I have a really bad feeling about where Adam's story is going. I am scared that he is going to be the antagonist for the next 3 books. Welk was the main antagonist villain for this book, and he's dead now. So where does that leave us? What's going to happen? Who's going to be the villain? We've got to have some sort of villain. I'm thinking Neve's going to be a potential one because she is creepy. I don't know what is going on in that girl's head. She scared me a lot. I'm really worried about what she's capable of, especially with what she did with Welk. Adam has gone down a dark path, and I am afraid for what he is going to be doing in the next 3 books. A lot of my dislike of Adam did come from the fact that he and Blue were together. When I know that 2 characters are destined to be together, Gansey and Blue, not Gansey and Adam, can we just say? I get really pissed off if someone gets in the way of that. Normally, I do not mind a love triangle, okay? I know that they're overdone. A lot of series use love triangles at the minute. But as of yet, I have not been one of those people that's been too irritated by a love triangle. This book, however, broke that chain. I did not see the point of having Adam there. This book would have worked just as well if Blue and Adam had just been friends. There was no need for a romantic relationship between the 2 of them. Gansey is going to be the love of her life. He is her true love. She saw him at the graveyard. Their endgame. They are going to be soulmates, and nothing is going to stop that. So basically Adam was just a hindrance to their relationship for me, which really irritated me. Again, I hated how Adam treated Gansey. That whole thing where Gansey was trying to offer him kind of money and a home to live with him and get away from his abusive father. It was so ridiculous how Adam dealt with that situation. All he did was get angry at Gansey, who has been so supportive to him time and time again and is only looking out for his best interests. Like, Gansey's trying to get you out of an abusive home. He's trying to do what's best for you. And Adam's just pushing him away. Adam just had too much pride, and it really pissed me off because there was just no need for it. Now, the next character I'm going to be talking about is Ronan. Ronan is just the stereotypical bad boy in the series. I am such a sucker for bad boys. I feel like we didn't get enough from Ronan in this book, and I'm hoping we get more in the next book, which I think we will, because the cliffhanger was all about Ronan and his crazy ability to take things out of his dreams. Ronan took the bird chainsaw out of his dreams. Oh my god, his relationship with the bird when he was like feeding it every 7 hours. He called it Chainsaw, which is the most cutest name ever. There is definitely more than meets the eye to Ronan. There's more beneath the surface. He has a really tragic past as well, Ronan, with his father passing away, and his fractured relationship with his brother Declan was really sad to see. I'm hoping we do get more development from his character in future books. Oh my god, I nearly forgot to mention the whole thing where Ronan beats up Adam's dad as well. Oh, it was so cute. Right, Noah. I'm a bit confused about Noah because everywhere I've read reviews and things like that, people have been shocked when they found out that he was dead. That's literally the first thing he says. The first thing Noah says is, "I've been dead for 7 years," which is why his hands are so cold. Like, it was so obvious. I was shocked to find out that Noah was Welk's friend. The whole aspect of Noah being dead for 7 years wasn't shocking to me at all because he literally said it like the first time that we met him, and I was like, yeah, he's a ghost, whatever. I thought everyone knew. I was shocked that no one in the group knew. It was just so obvious. Like, he was cold, he was never at school, the teachers didn't know that he existed. They always said there was 3 boys instead of 4. He never left the house, he never ate anything. This book was so good, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the next one. I can already tell that this series is going to be on my favourites list. The characters are so great and the world building was amazing. I was so impressed by this book, and I'm definitely going to be picking up the next one, and I'm going to be finishing this series. I am so excited. Oh my god, I forgot. It's coming out as a TV show. That's another one of the reasons why I picked this book up, because it's been optioned for TV and it's now in pre-production. Hasn't been cast yet. I might do some videos on Dreamcast for that before the cast gets announced, and then I might discuss the casting, and also if any trailers come out I might do reviews and discussions on them. That could be really fun. So that's the end of my Raven Boys book review. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be doing reviews for the next 3 books as and when I read them, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos soon, and I'll see you next time.